What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more acid-trance. And we're back for one of my all-time favorite tunes, and I'm actually happy that I hadn't reacted to this. Let me explain. Most of the absolute, pantheon tunes for me in acid-trance and acid techno, I reacted to on my old channel, because when I first began doing reactions on my old channel now, like nearly 2 years ago, I think it was like early March of 2022, and then a couple months after that, people know the story, I had to switch channels, and so like early May were the first videos that I put on this channel. But yeah, for the first few months, I was only reacting to electronic music, trance, techno, hardcore, and so on. And so a lot of my very favorite tracks, I just was inclined to react to those first. And a few of those, when I had to come over to this new channel, I put them up. And now they annoy me because they're like some of my favorite tunes, but I reacted to them very early in my journey through reaction videos, so now I can't even watch them because like I talk too much, because I was talking like specifically to like a DJ techno crowd. I basically was doing videos for like a few dozen people that I talked to on Discogs and SoundCloud and so on. So yeah, there's a lot of talking in those videos, the sound isn't right, I'm sitting too close to the camera, so basically a lot of my very favorite techno and trance tracks I've reacted to, and I can't stand the videos. So the fact that I haven't reacted to Nexus 6 Chic makes me very happy, because now I can react to it, and maybe in the future I won't despise the video the way I hate those other videos. So yeah, this is an absolute stone cold classic. It's funny in the sense that, number one, this track is perhaps seen, I don't know, I guess it depends on who you ask, but a lot of hard trance people consider Chic, which is the title track of the release. This is the Chic EP, and as you see, I have both an official copy and a white label copy, and this is on Noom Records, 1994, nearly 30 years ago, and very early in the world of like formal, proper acid trance. And indeed, this is Noom 6, very early in the Noom catalog. And ultimately, yeah, it's weird to me because I think Chic is good. I think Chic, which is the other track of the three, I think it's also quite good. But Chic to me is head and shoulders above the rest. It's just amazing, atmospheric, slick, liquidy acid trance. And again, I've seen some comments over the years where people agree with that sentiment that, hey, the real gem here is Chic. But, over time, I've heard more people talk about Chic, so it's weird the way that works out. Nevertheless, one of the people involved in this is Commander Tom, which is to say we're talking Nexus 6, but they only use this alias one time. Mandala is the name they're known by much more prominently, and through which they released a number of records and then did a whole bunch of remixes under the name Mandala. And we're talking Raymond Beyer, who more often went by Ray Boye, and Tom Weyer, aka Commander Tom, who passed away last year, RIP to Commander Tom. So yeah, it's funny, because like Commander Tom, I love his tracks, but the Mandala tunes that he made with Ray Boye are like even more the flavor of acid trance I like. And again, Nexus 6 is basically the same as Mandala. So I guess we'll listen to the white label. I don't think there's any difference in quality between the official one and the white label. In any case, this is from 1994, Nexus 6, also known as Mandala, aka Tom Weyer, Commander Tom, and Ray Boye, Raymond Beyer. And the tune is Chic. And when I tell you that this is like, no, that's not what it is. That's Chic. I was like, that's not the right. Okay. Yes. This is Chic. And again, Chic is cool too. But both Time and Chic are like proper hard trance. There's not really an acid component. Acid is the main point of this track. In fact, if you go look at my Discogs review of this, on the regular version, because I also have a comment on the white label version, but it's more of a technical point. But on the regular version, I essentially describe this track as like, if you went to a planet that was all like multicolored fractals, and you just traveled around a world that looked like that, this would be the soundtrack. Until the first kick, I never know exactly where the level should be. Just about perfect. Really love the hi-hat rhythm. Oh, the slippery, sliding whistle type synth. And listen to the acid, it's growing. Oh my god, this tune. Curious how people would characterize that whistly synth. Like, it's unique. You don't hear many synths in trance tracks like that. Acid just gurgling louder and louder. We have these like voices from another dimension. It's like, it's not quite melancholic, but it's like pensive. Again, fractals as far as the eye can see. Liquidy. Wiggly. You listen to acid long enough, you have to think of words to describe the different angles and waves of the 303. I would have doubled, like, I would have had another record there. I would have thrown over for that last four and then thrown it back. New urgency. It's kind of tuned at a party where, like, it depends on the kind of party, but you might find me like sitting on top of the speaker, just like mentally journeying with this one. And that main, like, elastic or rubbery acid line, like the way it just keeps fluttering through everything. It'll be interesting. I've used this record to start mixes multiple times, like for sure. Indulge Me is a mix I can think of right away where I start with this one. I don't think I've ever ended a mix with this, meaning the ending will likely be less obviously familiar. I think usually by this point I'd be out. But surprising no one, I think it's the type of ending where you could finish a mix with this. I don't like that it fades a little though. I wish it would do that until the last and then just kill it. So yeah, that's my only complaint, is at the end, like, fades in volume a little bit. I like it if it would just go to that last, like, melancholic-ish chord and then just finish. But an absolute masterpiece. I mean, what do you even say? Number one, I think it's crazy that it's that good from '94. I've mentioned, this is related to my own personal history when I got involved with the scene, and even though I've learned to like some tunes that come from before the period where I really think the tracks begin to heat up in the trance and techno genres, which for me is about '93. Tracks before '93 I tend to be less interested in. Tracks past '93, and certainly once you get to like '96 to like '98, to me in both trance and techno is just like the sweet spot. But again, that's subjective, that's me. But yeah, like I said, tunes from like '93 to '95, I tend to like them, but I still think that in many ways, or in many examples, they're not quite as good as some tracks that come from the same artists, same labels, like '96 to '98. But this is an exception. This is '94. This is super early. This is, within the first 10 of the Noom catalog, and it's arguably the best. It's certainly one of them anyway. I say that, and I'm instantly thinking of Core's, Noom 18 Matabu EP, which, Matabu Part 2, which again is one that I reacted to way too early on, and I'm annoyed by the video, so don't go watch that video. Maybe I'll redo it at some point. But yeah, absolute classic. Once again, RIP to Tom Weyer, AKA Commander Tom. Shout out to Joachim Kiel and Noom and everyone associated with the label. Do let me know what you think of this tune. I'll see you next time. Peace.